Governor Quinn recently released his budget proposal. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I haven't read all of it, naturally, but some of the things I can see are necessary. But I'd have to get into it a little more to really give a thorough idea of it. I haven't looked at it yet.
All right. I was reading a report on the budget that stated that the state had received $700 million more in revenue, but pension outlays had increased by $1 billion. Your thoughts on that?
Well, obviously there's a lot of pensioners receiving pension payments, but I'm trying to. The 700 million is coming from
Was revenue increases?
revenue increases.
Yes.
Okay, and well, my opinion on the pensions has been they need to be reprioritized. I think they need to be moved up on the list. I know under the Blagojevich administration they were moved down, and they weren't continuing the funding the way they probably should have been. And so I think that they need to be reprioritized and brought back up that list again.
All right. In light of the economic situation that Illinois finds it in the years since Governor Quinn's increase on individual and corporate taxes, do you favor the repeal or the retention of those tax increases?
At the present time, I feel they should be retained. I feel they should be retained in light of the situation that there was little that this legislature could do to produce revenues. I think if the legislature finds themselves wanting to use that money because we have it for other purposes and start spending again, then I think it should be repealed and no other increases of any kind would I support.
All right. What are your thoughts on the commentators who have been comparing Illinois to Greece?
It's sad. It's very sad and unfortunate. I go online, I read the paper, magazines, and I see Illinois as ranking 1, 2 in corruption and incapability of paying bills. It's very sad. I hope that a lot of it is overblown. I hope that we can do something about it if much of it is true, and it's one of the reasons I hope I can help out when elected to the state legislature.
All right. Recently, there's been a proposal to tax ammunition sales in Illinois. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel has proposed having guns in the state registered. About a year ago, the Associated Press tried to get all FOID card information from everyone in Illinois released. Do you believe that the Second Amendment is under attack in the state?
Well, I don't think it's under attack. I'm not a gun owner. I've never been a gun proponent per se. But I also am a believer in the Constitution and the Supreme Court that upholds those constitutional rights. And so it's hard for me to go against those precepts in any issue related to the Second Amendment.
All right. Energy independence has been talked about a lot in the presidential campaign. What are your thoughts about Illinois' potential for energy creation, given the coal that's in southern Illinois, the oil in central Illinois, the natural gas, the nuclear power plants?
Well, you'll have to forgive me. I'm not well versed in that area, so it wouldn't be right for me to speak to it at this time.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Okay. Got more.
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
Okay. Considering that a large portion of Illinois' budget problems is because of the pension and other union obligations with public employees, do you favor Illinois taking at least some of the measures that were taken by Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker to address our budget problems?
That is a very difficult question. Obviously, he took some very drastic measures up there, caused some very heated situations. I would hate to see that occur in Illinois, naturally, but I think there are measures that need to be taken to right the ship and help Illinois financially. We have to make some changes. There probably is going to have to be some sort of personal and financial sacrifice that we're going to have to face, and we just have to. I have to wait and see if I get elected to how I would support them.
All right. Thank you very